So then, folks, let's have a bit of a talk about the final round in the BTCC for 2025, the Championship Decider Brands Hatch Grand Prix. I'm going to try and do this in one hit because there were quite a few bits that we could talk about for it. Overall, it was a fantastic weekend. It's a nice way for the BTCC to round out the season because we ended up with a title decider which, whilst it did get decided with one race to spare, allowed us to then focus on the other battles in that final race. And you can see it when you have a look at the standings. Yes, Tom Ingram was, 36 points, 34 points even, clear of Ash Sutton at the end of it, and a whopping 155 clear of Dan Camish in third, despite that final round exit. But the Manufacturers/Constructors Championship went the different way to the teams. 3 points in favour of Hyundai for Manufacturers and Constructors. For teams, 2 points in favour of Napa Racing UK. I don't understand how that can happen, but it is quite impressive to see that happening. So it does mean that Ford still managed to bow for the BTCC with, technically, some kind of championship. The Independents did go down to the wire as well. 4 points in it between Lloyd and Doble. Chris Smiley was only 1 point behind as well, so a three-way fight in the final race. Well done to Dan Lloyd for picking that one up. The independent teams, unsurprisingly, went the way of Restart Racing, whilst Motorparts Director of Powermax Racing managed to still hold on to second place in the championship, which is impressive given, the fact that they had to change cars partway through thanks to the fire. Meanwhile, for the Jack Sears, it was 3 points in it to the end between De Leon and Rainford, with De Leon beating Rainford 447 to 444. Which, given the Rainford was 8th in the main championship and Leon was in 13th, is actually all the more impressive. It also makes my pre-season prediction a bit trickier because the Jax's champion did technically have the highest race finish, but also didn't. Like, both Rainford and De Leon won a race, but also then Rainford had 2 second places, De Leon had a 3rd. I don't know, I'm going to have to try and figure that one out before I do the recap. But when I'm looking at what I've said for my preseason predictions, it's looking like I might genuinely have 20 plus. Which, I don't know how I've managed that, but we'll wait and see. We'll do the full review, hopefully, before 2026 itself. I've only got, I've technically got all of the first 15 because of the Jack Sears one now. So the only ones that I'm waiting to see are driver lineup ones. And even then, for the driver lineup ones, I had what about a new car make or model being announced for 2026, and we got that because PowerMax announced that they're going to Audi. But yeah, overall, it was a nice finale for the BTCC. Nice sign-offs to the likes of Jake Hill, although he had an awful race one. And also the likes of Nick Halstead. Be interested to see some of the changes next year as well. I know Plato's got his team that he announced at Silverstone. It looks like Rowbottom's headed over there. Social media is to be believed. But thanks for watching and joining, folks. Thanks for your support, and hopefully I'll see you more when I talk about the postseason and everything else like that. Till next time, it's bye for now.